And where'd you get the lighter from?
I did it all myself. And why did I do it all myself? Because my husband went and got himself into a self-induced sausage coma.
May have had a Barbie lunch.
Ah! Do you want to see the most uninspiring room in the world? We're in it, seriously. I feel like we need to insert horror sounds or something. Because this is just not okay. So this is essentially our guest bedroom, which is not a guest bedroom at all. It's more like a junk room. So what we need to do now is just fix it. We've got to declutter. We want to strip it out, but also I just want to create a really inviting space to actually have guests around. And at the moment, we can't do that because obviously no one's going to want to sleep here, okay? Like no one. I've got a couple of ideas of what I want to do in here.
What are your ideas for the room?
Okay, so ideas for the room include, I want to keep it really simple. So I want to bring in some beautiful texture because I want to kind of pull it right back, not have too much in it, but have beautiful textures in the room. Oh, bless you. One more?
No more.
You're good. Okay, we're good. We're back on track. As I was saying. So yeah, I want to bring in some beautiful textures because ultimately I want the decor to be quite simple. This room is essentially a mirror image of the office, but it is a lot bigger. So we wanted to keep this dedicated to be a bedroom. What I want to do is bring in some VJ paneling around the perimeter because I think that will bring in a really nice kind of bit of texture and also play on the Edwardian nature of this home. Probably the ugliest thing in this room is the blind situation. They're broken, they don't work, and they're ugly, so they've got to go. And what I would love to do is bring in the motorized roller blinds that we had in the office, but also bring in some soft curtains as well. So I'm thinking maybe a sheer curtain. I think the bed's a bit flat. They've got to match with some base, but I'd like to kind of get a bed head, kind of create a bit of a zone. With the VJ paneling wrapped around, that'll look really beautiful. Plus I'm thinking just some nice simple artwork. Whilst it's a mess in here, whilst it's very junky, there's things that I do like in here. I actually really like this mirror. It's a good mirror, but I don't like this frame anymore. Although maybe it will look good once we kind of put VJ paneling in. Jono, maybe you could have a play around with this. Maybe create a new frame for me.
Maybe. We'll see how much time we've got
Maybe.
and we'll see if it actually comes apart. It's got a bevel on the mirror. Is it going to look weird if we change the design?
I don't know. Well, maybe that will actually look kind of cool.
So you want me to pull it apart, pull the frame off and make a new frame?
Yeah. And look, you made this. It's covered in crap. It's covered in this because we don't need our kettle anymore because we've got a billy tap. So we put our smeg in here. You made this, so we might even bring this in and keep this. Basically, declutter, simplify, style to turn this really just uninspiring junk room into a very beautiful and welcoming guest room.
Better get to it.
Better get to it.
What's happening?
Well, we found the bed.
We found it. Where was it before?
It was hidden under all of our junk. I've just stripped it and we've cleared it out. We've still got to get that down. We've still got stuff on the top of the
Bit of junk,
cupboard.
bit of storage.
And then let's take these off. You know what, let's do that now. I can't stand the sight of them. They've just got to go.
I had to, I even had to put gaffer tape on them just to hold it down because they don't stay down.
How do I rip them off?
I don't know, just pull them. Look up there, fully bent and broken and, oh, pull.
Oh.
What'd you do?
Ow.
Probably not the best way to do it.
That pain's worth it. They're the worst things in the world. Get out of my life. I gotta get a thing so I can pull all that off.
I can do it. I'll
Okay.
swap you up.
Oh, don't tread on the, oh, this is not how you do it.
I didn't screw it.
Yeah, you do.
There we go. Just fell apart again.
Bye, Felicia.
Ow, there's my knee. I don't even know what this is. A bit of patching. Who painted this? Look at this. They painted around this.
Yeah, I know.
And they didn't even paint the top
Yeah, I get
Who
that.
painted this? Oh my god, it's the worst.
Can we do something with these?
It's a phone line that we don't use, TV aerial, and a Telstra connection.
Old school, don't need it.
I'm just gonna cut them off and push them down the bottom. I know where they're coming in the house anyway, so.
Will we be able to cover it with skirting?
Yeah, I'll just patch those holes. There's only drill holes, I'll just fill them. It's not even connected, I pulled it out ages ago. I reran a new telephone cable.
If you fix that sort of stuff, I'll start prepping for paint. Cool?
I'll go get a drill.
Alright.
How'd you move that bed?
And the ladder.
And where'd you get the ladder from?
I did it all myself. And why did I do it all myself? Because my husband went and got himself into a self-induced sausage coma.
May have had a Barbie lunch.
You had way too much to eat and then you just passed out, so I've had to fend for myself. Being a good old sisters are doing it for themselves.
So, what are you doing right
Sorry,
now?
can I just show you? Give me the camera. I'll show you the colour this room used to be. Check that out. It used to be pink. Pink! And then at some stage, cream and then white. There's all sorts going on up here. Anyway, I'm going to pass this back down. I'm going to get all the cobwebs off so that you can spray the ceiling for me, please. And I'll prep it and I'm going to start painting.
Oh.
And do you know the cool thing? Because we put a VJ panel up, I don't have to paint all the way down.
But don't we need to put the VJ up before we paint?
No.
Oh, then you'll have to paint twice.
No, because I'm painting two colours. I'm going to paint
Oh,
grey,
Oh,
and then the VJ is going to be white.
is it? Okay. Oh, what have you got? Just pull it, pull
No,
it.
it's not going to... This is not how you use a ladder.
You need a screwdriver or a
I'm going to
hammer or something?
Yeah, I need something to slide. It's like a bit fixed. It's more fixed on this end.
I'll grab a hammer.
Oh, thanks.
What you got?
Terrace white, half coat, half
Coat?
strength I mean, and I'm just checking. Technically I've already ordered it, so I'm hoping I've made the right decision. Do you think I made the right decision? The other option is to go exactly what we did in the office and go disc out. Let me just do this one.
Oh, don't drop paint in the finished kitchen.
Oh, true.
Use my little
I
cart.
mean, let's put it there.
Have you seen my sweet little cart set up?
It's an IKEA thing. It's not
Yeah,
very
it's the best little tool cart for when you're renoing.
Is that your hot tip?
Yeah, otherwise you end up with tools all over the floor and you lose them and you drop them down holes and all the rest of it. You just wheel it around with you. Look at that. Super handy.
So that's disc out quarter strength, which is a quarter strength of what we did in the office.
So the office is full strength.
Yeah. This is why our bed head is cool blue.
Yep.
So I thought that this is quite warm. It's a very warm grey, and I just don't think it's the right tone. It looks almost brown, but do you think that that grey, like it'll still feel warm in here, right?
Which one? Left or the right? Yeah, the one on the right's not right.
It's not right, is it?
Decision made.
Okay.
Half strength.
Half strength, terrace white. So this one's really lovely in south facing rooms.
Because it doesn't get as much light.
I think this one on south facing looks quite icy.
Okay, decision made. When are you going to paint?
You need to do silly.
Alright.
Spack filled, love a good spack fill. Ripped off the skirting. We just need to go. So let's go. I have made the right decision, haven't I?
Oh God.
I am freaking out over colour because I was adamant of the colour in this room, and now it looks completely different when I've got it actually in this room from this wall, the same colour as that? That doesn't make any sense. That's like icy blue, and that's not. Couple of things. This is not the same color. It's white base. That's like a creamy yellow base. So that could have something to do with it. But also this is facing the window. The light's coming in from the window, and we've got a blue building over there. So I'm just trying to figure out whether or not I go gray on all 4 walls, or if I just go potentially white on this wall. I think I'm gonna give it a crack and go gray, but if it looks I'm gonna paint that wall white. Watch this space.
Don't take the camera in there. It'll end up like this, the lens. Worst noise in the world. Can't see out of my glasses anymore.
Well, you look like you're about to go on Broadway for some like...
Broadway's closed. This is the problem with renovating while you're living in it and while some rooms are finished and some are not. I've got to navigate the paint outside without getting any in the green room.
If you get any on our floor or on our rug or on any kind of decor, you are dead to me. Oh, I can't even I haven't even walked in yet and the paint's going up my nose. That's... Go. Open the back door. We had like a clean garden for like 2 seconds and now it's back to this. We also had a clean green room for 2 seconds and now it's back to this. Oh, but this is our bed head, which is going to look a lot better when it is actually in the guest bedroom. Very excited indeed. Good morning. It is 6:45. Still got like a pillow mark down my face. But I thought Johnny did such a good job with the ceilings last night that I'm gonna get up early and paint and hopefully get a coat down in the guest bedroom before he wakes up. That is my plan. Okay, so I've cheated and I probably should have primed this wall because this wall was actually originally like a really warm beigey white. When I paint the grey over the white, which is the ceiling white, which is left over from what Jono painted, it looks grey. But when it's not, it looks icy blue. And I should have primed it and I didn't prime it. So I guess this is now a confession. If I can fix it by just doing like 3 coats over the top of the same colour, by hopefully then turning it into the same colour. Otherwise, I'm gonna have a really messed up looking wall. Nice of you to join us. I've been busy this morning.
I can see. It's looking pretty good.
And I need to get more paint, I
You
think.
might need a bigger roller, big furry one.
I'm using a big fairy one.
This one?
No, I'm using a fairy one.
Ah, where'd you get that?
This ain't my first rodeo, Jono. To be honest with you, I actually really like the colour, so I was just thinking 1 more coat, but I might do 3 coats on that wall. Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Looks good.
I don't have a problem with you on your windows. Now to let it all come out. It'll be easier for me.
1 down.
So we're going vertical lines, right?
Yeah.
And we're going 1.4. It's 134 high, and then the trim on top to make 140.
Yes. I'm really hoping I didn't get the measurements wrong. Yui! You beauty! Right, what are we doing now?
now.
We're gonna fasten the first few on, so then I can measure how much I need for the rest of them.
Okay.
Floor dips towards the middle, like all of our floors. So we'll just pack it up a little bit and just make sure that they run all straight as we go along.
What are you going to pack it up with?
Just a bit of cardboard.
So you've done a few of these now. What's your top tip when you're putting these panels up?
Just use heaps of glue.
I mean, who asked you to do this?
I just wanted to paint the walls. It wasn't my idea.
It was my idea. Huzzah! It's gonna look so good though. Show us how you do panels around a window frame.
Well, I cheat. I cut a little bit, then I cut a little bit more, and then my best friend, filler.
Yeah.
We'll still have to fill all the gaps, and we need to put little corner trims, and that'll hide all the little nail
So
holes.
show me
and
where
everything
you're
else.
at on this one.
That'll fit in there, right? And I just got to notch up this little bit here.
Okay.
Right, I'm gonna cut. It's
Do
gonna
it.
get dusty.
Do it.
Hi. Good paint job.
Oh my god, I was up until midnight painting. There was a lot of prep to get this room looking the way it looks now. But how nice are these panels?
No, it's made a huge difference. New floor, new walls, new ceilings painted.
Oh, hang on one moment. The new
Floor grey.
Floor register apparently. Kind of bronze. I've done this for all of the house. These actually make such a big difference, don't they, when you replace these? Don't show the holes that you haven't fixed yet.
What next?
Let's get the bed in here.
Bed head, then bed.
Bed head and then bed.
Alright, it's time to start getting some furniture in here. Finish this room off.
Yay!
What are you doing?
I'm shopping, can't you tell?
You're on the couch.
Where I do my best work. I do have some sheets for the guest bedroom, but I want some new colours that we don't have already. And so I've been looking at Milk and Sugar. I really, really like this colour. Let me show you. Do you like that? Because I don't think that's a girly rose. I feel like that's a really nice dirty rose. Really
It looks
nice.
good with something dark.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do, I think, with those darker sort of charcoal sheets, and I really like that pinstripe too. That's a vibe right there. So I'm probably gonna recreate that. I'm getting a floor lamp, and I need you to make a decision for me, please.
Yeah, what are
I've
my
narrowed
options?
it down to 2. So the Blair floor lamp, got a longer arm, and it's off to a curved kind of shade, or the Gem, which is a bit more angular.
I want the one with the arm that moves
That one,
around
the
a bit
Blair.
more.
This
Yeah.
one's my favourite too.
Oh, good choice.
Yeah! Oh, we're so in sync, Jono. So that's it. Can you see
Decision
it?
made.
I think that's going to be really, really nice. And good news for you, Jono. I found a mirror, so you don't actually have to fix the mirror anymore.
Well, that's a good solution
Remove
because
that
I don't
job.
have time
I
to
know.
reconstruct a mirror from scratch.
I know, but they've got some really good mirrors here. So middle of nowhere, I'm going to get a full-length mirror. And exciting because, you know, old mate Ren.
Photographer, mate.
Yeah. I've been trying to find the perfect artwork for the guest bedroom, and I really, really like this one. It's called Summer Juliet. How cute. Do you see? It's just like, she's picking out a wedgie. So I thought I liked that because of the grey tones. I think it's quite cheeky, it's quite fun, it's quite fresh and coastal. It's very us. So we've got it, it's sorted. Summer Juliet is coming with me. Ren is getting that sent to the framers, so all I need to do is rock up and choose a frame. How good is that?
What do we got to do now? Get back to it.
Well, I'll turn the TV on maybe.
Yeah. Chills down. It's night time.
Yeah, exactly. How long have you been in this space?
In this space, 6
Yeah.
years, but framing
Wow.
to a T, we've been around for 30.
Wow.
So we've got a great choice.
Yes, I know.
This is a really light grey. Let's have a look at that with a frame.
Yeah,
It's a bit blue. We'll stick to the white. So we've got a matte white in that shape that you liked originally.
Yeah.
So that's cool, simple. We have the same, slightly bigger, but I think you would agree it's a bit heavy.
Yeah.
For the long legs.
Yeah. You're twisting my brain,
Oh,
aren't you? You're
it's
twisting my brain.
It's because this is what's so exciting when you come to framing to a T, Lucy,
Yeah.
because we've got choice.
You
which
do.
means you got the perfect thing for your interior space and your
I love
artwork.
it.
Okay, so this is a white
Ah.
painted timber.
And
it's
with
got
the
oak
timber on the side.
So it looks
That's
just like
nice.
this one.
That's pretty close to our floorboards. Oh, Jono's like, no, it's not. You're dreaming.
It's not.
No, we might be safer to go the white. Nah, this guy.
Hey, good on you.
This guy. It's all about making a decision. Confident decision. Yes.
Done?
Yes. It's
Good.
the right decision, trust me. Thank you so much. This is so
My
exciting.
absolute pleasure.
What's the deal?
We're on High Street, Armidale, and we're going to go visit Ivy Muse. How are you? So beautiful.
Welcome, I like that
here.
you're dressed in theme. Yep, we got
As
a memo.
do you.
Jono, what happened?
I know. Oh, that's such a nice
Organic.
colour.
That's a change, that's a terracotta clay that Rock Club used.
Oh, wow. Guest bedroom. What's a good solution for a room? I've got like a little corner. It gets a nice amount of light, but it's also a room that I'm probably not gonna be checking on all the time. What's a nice happy plant that would just be like,
That can deal with like
Yeah.
These are a chubby pot in the moss.
I like the green on like a double green. That's cool.
That looks cool. Yeah.
Triple green, in fact.
Yes.
With your plant.
It looks nice there with that top plant. So I probably wouldn't recommend Monstera for this for the spare room, isn't it?
Yeah. Hang on. Now,
You can probably go for more height. See, it depends. What you've got to think about as well is
you know what? That might work.
the Kentia farm.
Kentia.
So if you've got the bed, you know, this kind of height, and there's other things that aren't, you need to stagger heights in the room, and so going up like this could be a really good idea. He's going to continue in this shape. They sometimes go brown at the ends, but overall, a Kentia palm has done most of its growing when it's been at the growers. So this is
Yeah.
kind of it. It will maintain the kind of shape. Maybe go a little bit taller, but that's it. They'll stay similar kind of shape. So if you've got space to work with that you can afford in the room, that could be another good option for a head of height.
Do you think that could work? I like it. Here's my pitch.
You've got paneling, you've got
Yeah.
a bed head.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I need
Bed head,
something to kind
paneling
of.
goes past both of those.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna get a full length mirror. So
Yep.
this, like, pretty much overlapping like a full length mirror, I feel
amazing.
like would
Yeah.
bounce a lot of that,
Yeah.
and it would then take your eye up.
And
And
then
it's
it's
beachy. It's beachy kind of vibe because of
Without-
the
oh, yeah.
paneling and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So this kind of
Yeah.
has a bit of a coastal feel. This is like inspiring me. Is a beautiful, beautiful solution. Okay, I like that.
You happy with your plants?
So excited! I think we need to get him home and I need to put him in his new home. I want to be a guest in our house because I just want to hang out with that guy. Okay, driver, take me home, please.
You got a delivery? What is it?
Side table for the guest bedroom. Oh, cute. Look at it, it's got little... This is what I liked about it. How cute's that? Mobile, because it's casters. I thought that was very handy. And then you can put little mags in it. Stack it up with a little reading section. Oh, and
What else?
this is the old Ripsalis, the old Jono in a plant. What I'm going to do though, I'm going to cut this down so you don't see the top of that pot. So I'll style this up and do a little something something.
Are we getting a lamp or no lamp?
Well, yes, floor lamp is coming. Very excited for milk and sugar.
Alright, let's clean out all this stuff and make room again.
Yes.
Alright, trash run.
There's nothing better than that to me, you know what I'm saying? That's what I do this shit for.
Good tea.
Good tea. Okay, so the window in our guest bedroom looks out onto an ugly fence and a block of flats. Can't do anything about the block of flats, but we can do something about the ugly fence. So, picked up these guys from Bunnings. I've got 3 of them, and then I've got 3 different types of hanging plants, which I'm gonna pot inside. So I've got a devil's ivy and a couple of different ferns. So I think I'm gonna mix them up, and then that way I'm hoping they'll, you know, start to grow and cascade and get a bit, you know, loosey-goosey. And as well as that, I want to give the fence a coat of paint. Might go a nice dark charcoal so that the green in this just pops a little bit more. That'll be the new focal point. So you'll be looking at the beautiful plants rather than the block of flats behind it. Is that a good plan? But first I'm going to finish my tea.
And I'm going to move from standing here because I'm getting rained on.
Are you? You get the dirt off me.
Is that enough?
Thanks,
Okay,
I think. Check it. Look at my nails.
What have you done to your nails?
Can you see? I've inadvertently given them a really nice sort of terrazzo inspired look, which is very on trend.
How do you get that look?
Well, if you want to do this look at home, all you simply have to do is, you know, paint your nails a light colour, grab a spray gun, some dark paint, and simply spray within a short distance. Once you then get covered in paint, just wash the excess off in the shower, and then you too could have this look. Okay, we are all finished. Are you ready to see the final guest bedroom? I am. Welcome to our brand new, very chilled, very coastal guest bedroom. I've got to say, this room is so incredibly satisfying, mainly because it used to just be filled with junk. So it was always going to be pretty satisfying. But I've got to admit, I absolutely love how calm and serene this room is. The first part that I want to chat about is the texture on the walls, because that was the thing that I knew I wanted to bring into this space. Because we have these textured walls, they actually weren't in great condition a bit further down. So I did want to bring in this EasyCraft paneling just to kind of create a bit more structure and just bring a bit more interest to the space, basically, because it just wasn't that interesting to begin with. There weren't any, you know, amazing features to this room, so I really wanted something to kind of boost that a little bit. And I've got to admit, this is now the 3rd time that we've used these EasyCraft panels. I have chosen to do just like the lower half, so a portion of the wall, which I think suits period homes really well. It's a really sort of simple rail, which is slightly different to what we did in the bathroom. It gives this room a bit of a lift. It modernizes it a bit, but it does, I think it just helps to create a bit of a coastal feel. With paint as well, we painted these Lexicon Quarter wash and wear from Dulux, Acro Enamel obviously for the trim, and then we did Terrace White half strength from Dulux on the walls. And this, oh my god, this actually worked out okay in the end, because I must admit, definitely a different color compared to that. It all came down to priming. I learned my lesson. I should have primed to begin with, but we actually ended up covering most of the part that was a problem anyway, so it came up a treat. I ended up doing an extra coat on this wall to make sure it matched the rest of the walls. I chose to bring a mirror in because I liked having a mirror, but I didn't like our old mirror. It wasn't really the right
glade-wright style that I was after. I looked for mirrors a lot, and can I just say there aren't many good looking mirrors, but this one is really beautiful and simple, and it's hard to find a simple minimal mirror sometimes. This is actually from Middle of Nowhere. It's called the Flynn Lena mirror. They have a couple of different color combinations. I chose the one in grey, and they also have different sizes and shapes, but I think this is a really nice size for this room. It's not too big, and it's just a really nice full length, so you can, you know, check yourself out as you walk out the door. In terms of styling, I've just sort of kept it simple, but it's a nice guest bedroom environment. So I've got towels here and some nice, you know, soaps and things like that. I've got a little basket full of blankets because I actually really like that idea, because I have lots of blankets floating around the home and they're all a little bit different, and sometimes they're not going to match what you've got on your bed. So it's a nice way to bring your blankets in without necessarily styling them on your bed if that's not what you want to do. And this bench, this is a Jono special. It was in the room before, not that you could see it. It was like buried underneath everything. So now it actually serves as a really lovely place to sort of get ready, put your shoes on in the morning, that sort of thing. So I really like the fact that this welcomes you as you walk into the room. And speaking of welcoming you, how beautiful is this Kentia palm from Ivy Muse and this chubby pot. I'm so happy we went the green in the moss, because the plant is green, you know, the palm is green, so you're not bringing in any new element. It just kind of creates this beautiful, strong green feature in the corner. And so this palm is very kind of tropical and coastal. You just want to touch it, look at me. It's got a lovely bit of height. What I did to match that height was bring in this lovely timber alea, which is actually, do you know what, I'll bring this out so you can see it. This is beautiful. We've had this alea for years. So this has got a beautiful etching on it, and it's just a lovely kind of design element. To be honest, you've never surfed this, have you, Jono?
Not that one, but I've got about 4 of them.
You've got a few of them. This one is purely decorative because it does have that amazing artwork on it. I was conscious that the grey in this room is quite cool, so I think timber for me was really important in the styling because I wanted to bring some warmth to the space. The timber warmth in the surfboard and the bench really helped to kind of warm up the space. Big change in this room is definitely what we did to the window furnishing. So before, the window was an absolute nightmare. It's a pretty good sized window, but it wasn't that amazing in terms of our view outside. Come up with a really lovely solution by using the sheer curtains. So these are from DIY Blinds, and we actually chose the snow from the Illusion fabric range from DIY Blinds, which was the same as we used in the back room, actually, in the green room. Basically, they hide what's going on outside, but we do have a motorized roller blind from DIY Blinds as well. So that's fantastic and completely block out. Very important when you are in a bedroom. I absolutely love the fact that we've kind of disguised what's going on. Just to give you an idea, look at how high we went with the curtains. So we actually added a lot more extra width and we went really high. So that basically extends the entire sort of scale and proportions of this room, and it makes it a lot more grand. It's much more impressive than just sticking within your standard window frame. You will see our lovely wall feature. Can't do anything about that ugly block of flats and, you know, that very unfortunate placed air conditioner. But what I can do is control what is on our side of the fence. So I love the fact that we've now got this lovely dark fence, beautiful amount of green. So that is just a really lovely way to kind of greet you as soon as you walk into the room. The bed. I'm going to talk about the feature point of this room. What I love most about this bed is the fact that we've brought in this bed head. So this is actually from Harbury Furniture, and you might recognize this kind of upholstered detailing, which is the same as the Rufus sofa which we had in the green room. So this is actually the Rufus bed head. Basically, I wanted a bed head because there was nothing wrong with the mattress and the bed base, but it didn't really create a bit of a focal point. So I did want to bring a bed head in here so that it really drew your eye in, and it made it a much more cozier and kind of lush feeling. This fabric's actually called Pebble from the Mocha Maternal range. It's got a nice sort of bluey tint to it, so that actually works really nicely with the color on the walls as well. And it goes so beautifully with this bed linen. I had styled up some new Milk and Sugar linen. So I love this combination. So this is rose linen with the slate sheet set. So that's the quilt cover with the slate sheets. And then I've brought in these lovely charcoal pinstripe. They're the most beautiful organic thin lines. So that pinstripe works really nicely. Helps to freshen it and tie it back into this bed head as well. And again, this is actually from Milk and Sugar as well, their lighting. So this is the Blair lamp, which I actually chose to do just one floor lamp because this is a guest bedroom, so it doesn't have to be necessarily so practical for 2 people all the time. But I like the fact that this actually casts a lot of nice light over. And also I like a bit of a regularity as well. And then this guy, framing it to a T, did such a beautiful job framing this artwork. When it comes to like frames, it really is like the little details. There are just those little things that make it just so much more special. And the fact that Kath actually suggested using this, like, it's almost like a grey-white mountboard. So it's a different tone from the actual print stock itself, and it just offsets it beautifully. So incredibly special. The print itself, so this is Ren Pigeon, an incredible photographer. He works a lot with light. He's very motivated and inspired by women and light, basically. To be honest, I just loved how cheeky and fun this is. You know, she's just picking out a little wedgie, and it kind of sets the tone. So I really was inspired by this piece because it did bring in that coastal feel. The other thing we did in this room as well, we just painted up our old cabinets, but we switched out the handles. I grabbed these from Bunnings, really simple matte black, and they actually just kind of helped to freshen up and modernize what was just pretty standard old cupboards. I've just gone one side table, and this is a beautiful side table which is from Plyroom. It's called the O side table. Basically has all these little cavities, so you can pop your reading books or you can put your glasses in there. Just hide things away like your mobile, and then have all your pretty things on display. So that is our guest bedroom makeover. We had a lot of fun and it was a lot of work transforming this room, but I am so incredibly happy with the result. I would love to know what you guys think. Leave me a comment below, and please like this video and subscribe because we've got plenty more room makeovers coming your way. See you soon.
I'm ready. Ah, sweet. Ah. Ah. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.